Hello friends, myself Viral Bilad. I work as a lecturer in Computer Engineering Department in Vallabh Buddhi Polytechnic, which is located in Navsari. Our institute offers four different courses: civil, computer, electrical and mechanical. Okay. Here we start our topic. Today we will learn about ADO.NET in VB.NET. Okay. Before we start, we can see here one image. One side is my designing page and other side is database. ADO.NET is used for connecting between application and database. In other words, we can say connection between front end and back end. If I want permanently store data, then I want database. So I want a connection with database. For connection, ADO.NET component is used. So .NET provides one technology which is called ADO.NET, which is used to work between database and front end application. Front end application will be our VB, C#, or anyone we can use in .NET. Okay. Then here we can see a structure of ADO.NET. Here first layer we can see that front end application VB, JSharp, C#, C++. Okay. Here we can see ADO.NET. In ADO.NET, ADO.NET is divided in two parts: dataset and data provider. Okay. And a third layer we can see database. Here you can compare with above image. Here we can see front end application. I have designed one form. For example, I have designed this form in VB.NET and my database is here. So I want connection between that. So here is a one technology which is called ADO.NET. Here we can see front end application and database. In between here ADO.NET component. Okay. Basically ADO.NET is divided in two parts: dataset and data provider. Now we will see theoretical in this video what is ADO.NET. First we will see about data provider. Here we can see ADO.NET is divided into two parts: first data provider and data set. It is a component which directly work with database, and dataset is not directly work with database. Okay. In simple word we can say data provider is directly work with database and dataset is not directly work with database. Okay. In next point, data provider is also called connected architecture and dataset is called disconnected architecture. Why here is given connected and disconnected we will see later. Okay. Now we are moving forward to data provider. Here we can see in image data provider has four classes. Here you can see data adapter, command, connection, data reader. These four are classes of data provider. Okay. Or here is ADO.NET classes is dataset, data adapter, command, connection, data reader. These five are classes of ADO.NET, and these four classes like data adapter, command, connection, data reader is a classes of data provider. Okay. Here we can say first class connection. This class is used for set up a connection with data source. Means connection with data source means our database. This class connection class is used for connection between front end application and database is used. Okay. Okay, it is the first class is connection. Now second is command. After connection is established, then we can use a SQL statement like insert, update, delete, There are our DML statement. For using this statement we want command class. Okay, here we can see in image command class. What is the use of command class? This is the use for SQL statement like DML, insert, update, delete, select. These SQL statements are used with the use of command class. Okay. Now next, data reader. Data reader is used for when I want to fetch data from database to my application. Again I repeat, when I want data from database to my application, means I want to fetch data from database, then I need data reader class. Okay. And lastly, data adapter. Data adapter is nothing but interface between data set and database. Here you can see data adapter is interface between data set and database. Okay, there are 4 class for a data provider. Okay, again repeat, connection is used for establish a connection between front end application and database. Second class command is used for after establishing a connection we need to execute SQL statement like insert, update, delete, select. We need command class. Okay. Then third class is data reader. Data reader is used for fetching a data from database to our application. Okay. And lastly, data adapter. Data adapter is used for establish an interface between database and data set. Okay, there are 4 class of data provider: connection, command, data reader and data adapter. Now we move forward to data provider, different databases. There are following data provider. You can see OLEDB, SQL client, Oracle, SQLC, ODBC. When I use SQL server, then I use SQL client namespace. Okay, if I want to use this for class, I have to declare namespace in my application. For example, I want SQL server database, then I have to declare SQL client namespace. Okay, when I use MS Access database, then I have to use OLEDB. Okay, provider. When I use Oracle database, then I have to use Oracle namespace. Okay, like SQLC, ODBC. There are 5 types of data provider which ADO.NET provide. Okay, now we move forward. You can see there are different provider: OLEDB, SQL client, Oracle, SQLC, ODBC. Okay, that provider have a 4 classes we have seen in figure. Data provider has 4 class: connection, command, data reader and data adapter. After we enabling a namespace in our application, we can access this 4 class. For example, our database is OLEDB MS Access, then we can use this 4 classes: OLEDB connection, OLEDB command, OLEDB data reader, OLEDB data adapter. If I use SQL server, then I can use these 4 classes: SQL connection, SQL command, SQL data reader and SQL data adapter. But one condition is that if I want to use these 4 classes, I have to declare namespace in my application. Okay, there is a namespace we can see again. For a SQL server database we can use SQL client, Oracle database we can use Oracle namespace. Okay, as the same as remaining data provider: Oracle, SQLC, ODBC. Okay, here we have completed data provider. Now move on to data set. Okay, It is a disconnected architecture. It is why we can see cache set record that retrieve from database. Dataset is what retrieve all data from database to dataset. When connection is established, the data adapter creates one dataset and store all data in it. Okay. After the data retrieved, stored in dataset and connection with database is closed. Again, I have cleared that when connection is established, okay, data provider is what? Data provider is create one dataset and stored all data from database to dataset. Okay. After retrieving all data and stored in dataset, the connection is closed with database. This is called disconnected architecture. The dataset works as virtual database containing tables, row, columns. Okay, for dataset is represent system dot data namespace. Okay. Now we will repeat what is dataset. Dataset is what is disconnected architecture. Why we can say disconnected? Again we repeat, when connection is established with database, who create connection with database? That is data adapter. Data adapter, when data adapter is create a connection, okay, at that time data adapter is create one data set and fetching all data to data set. Okay, after retrieving all data from database, connection with database is closed. Then after that, application, front-end application is using all data from dataset. Okay, the connection between database are closed. That is why we call as a disconnected architecture. In data provider, continuously connection with database is alive. Okay, there are two difference with data provider and dataset. Okay, in data provider, connection with database is alive. In dataset, connection with database, once data are moved to dataset, the connection with database is closed. Okay, thank you friends. I hope you understand what is ADO.NET.